One of the strangest questions I ever get at cocktail parties, not that I go to a lot of cocktail parties, but is, do you really think the aliens are there? Well, of course I do. I mean, you know, I didn't take this job just because, you know, I like the color of the furniture, right? It's because we now know enough about the sky. We now know enough about how the universe came into being to say, you know, this is probably not all that special. You know, when I was a kid, I was interested in astronomy. I'd go to the local planetarium and, you know, they give you a show and show you dull constellations. Everybody fell asleep. But they would also tell you that, doggone it, planets might be very rare. You know, obviously there are 9 planets around the sun. Well, these days 8. But you might not find too many other stars with planets. Well, now we know that's wrong. Most stars have planets. That's new. That's new information. That's something in the past couple of years. And in the last year, we've learned that maybe 1 in 5 stars will have a planet that might have liquid oceans or atmospheres. In other words, a planet that could have life. So that gives a lot of encouragement, I would say, to the kind of experiment we're doing here, because now we know, yeah, it's not just an interesting idea that there might be aliens out there, but there's a lot of real estate for them to live on, okay? And that's been shown by observation. That's proven science. What if we found a signal? People ask that all the time, so how will that affect me? And I think in the beginning, it's just going to be a huge news story, that's all. Everybody will want to know. You see, you found life in space, and everybody's going to want to know, tell me more. I want to know more. How far away are these guys? Where are they? And you say, well, it's that star system there, and they're so many light years away, and so forth. Every telescope in the world will immediately begin looking in that direction, hoping to see if they can find any planets around there, if they can learn anything. We might be able to learn more. We might even get a message. I mean, if you get a message, who knows what it might be? It might be really very informative. On the other hand, let's assume that in the conservative case, if you will, you don't get a message. You can't pick it up or you can't decode it. You'd never know what it means. All you know is that there's somebody up there who's clever enough to build a radio transmitter. And how does that affect you? Are you going to say, I'm not going to work next week because, doggone it, they found aliens? You're not going to say that. You're going to go to work. You're going to go to school, right? Of course you are. But at least you'll know something that's really important. You'll know that what's happened here on Earth has happened many other places, something similar.